This is Richmond Wong. I'm using board number 1. This is my LED design project. So basically I created a game using the sensor that plays music notes as you change position here from the sensor. And I'm going to use a piece of paper because it's easier to detect. As you change position, the speaker will play different music notes. And there's a couple different modes. There's a free play mode, and then there's a game mode where you have to try to match the music tone coming out of the speaker and use the button over here to submit your answers. So the first mode is free play mode, and we turn it on by doing 2 long presses of the button. 1, 2. And you can see here both these are my red and green indicator lights that tell you what mode you're in, and then the tricolor LED will be part of the actual game. So right now both lights are on, which means you're in free play mode, and you can just hover over the sensor and you get different notes. And you can see the light changes. The closer you are, it's blue, and the further away you get, the more red it gets. So you can see kind of from up here, going up and down like that. There's also a potentiometer here to change the range of the notes, the distance range. So say you're in a small room, so it's hard to see from here, but if I changed this and increased it, then to make the same change in notes, I actually have to move further up and down. And if I change the potentiometer all the way down, then I can make much smaller movements and get the same range of notes. So depending on how much room you have to move around, you can set the potentiometer to what's optimal. And I think I'm going to set mine about there. So that's free play mode. You just go around, you move around, and the notes change. Let's go to the easy game mode. So we're going to press the button 2 times again. Now we're in green, which is easy mode, and you heard one tone go, and now I have to match that tone by moving this, moving to the sensor. And what's going to happen here is, since I'm on easy mode, the light's going to change, and it's going to be blue if I'm too close, like there. Then it's going to be red if I'm too far. And then it's going to be green if I'm in the right place. And so I'm going to have to put this over here. Try to stand up the phone. Okay. And because when you have the right thing, you have to submit it with the button. So and then it blinks twice if it's correct. It plays back your music notes, and then it gives you the next note. So now I'm going to match that note. And it plays it back. Right, so if I am too close, like right now, and I try to submit it, it'll blink blue. And if I'm too far away, like now, it'll be red, and if I try to submit it, it'll blink red. And then if I have the right note, where it's green, it'll blink twice and play back the music. And then it gives me the next note, and I have to match that one. And so forth, and you can keep going up until 100 notes. So let's move into the difficult mode, where it's indicated by the red LED light here. And this time it's the same thing, except the little helper light does not actually change. So I'm changing the note now, but I don't know, unless I listened really carefully, I don't know if I'm too high or too low. So if I try to submit and I'm too low, the blue light goes, and I'm assuming this is too high and I try to submit, the red light goes. And you just kind of have to keep going up and down until you get the right one. Or if you listen carefully, you can get it right. So I think that's it, and I'm going to submit it. That's correct. And so I think it's about there. Nope, too low. That one's too high. That's the note. And then you can keep going as long as you'd like to. And again, this one also holds up to 100 notes. And so you just want to keep going as long as you can and make the longest chain of notes. And then we can go back to off if we press the button twice. It goes back to the off mode where those LEDs are both off. And it cycles through again if you wanted to play again. Turns it back on, both lights are on. This is the free play mode, where it just changes as you move up and down. And then back to the game modes, where you can go back to the game in easy mode. And then you can go back to hard mode again, and just cycles through. And so that's my game that uses the sensor and the LEDs, the distance sensor and the LEDs.